This video is showing how to convert from slope point to slope intercept form of a line. We're going to start with the example y minus 2 equals negative 3 over 4 x plus 5. Our first step is to distribute our fraction through. We're going to go this times this and this times this. Distribution, if you recall, means you have to multiply to everything inside the brackets. You're left with y minus 2 on the left hand side and negative 3 over 4x minus 15 over 4. Small review of fractions. In order to make something a fraction, you put it over 1, and when you multiply fractions, you multiply across the top. Negative 3 times x, and across the bottom, 4 times 1 is 4. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15, and 4 times 1 is 4. We want to get rid of our denominator. Our common denominator between 4 and 4 is 4. So we have to multiply everything, both on the left and right of the equal sign, by 4. So our y times 4, our negative 2 times 4, our negative 3x over 4 times 4, and our negative 15 over 4 times 4. Y times 4 is 4y. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Negative 3x times 4 is negative 12x. Divided by 4 is negative 3x. So essentially 4 and 4 are canceling, and you're left with negative 3x. And negative 15 times 4 is 60. Divided by 4 is negative 15. So essentially the 4's are canceling again, and we're left with negative 15. If you recall, slope intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So we want to get our y alone. Our first step is going to be backwards bedmass, adding and subtracting. So if this is a subtract or a negative 8, we need to do the opposite, which would be to add 8. If we add 8 to the left-hand side, we must add 8 to the right-hand side. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0, so we're left with 4y on the left-hand side, still solving for y, and that equals negative 3x minus 7. 4 and y are multiplying, so the opposite is to divide by 4, and I must divide both parts of the other side by 4. 4 divided by 4 is just 1y, and that equals negative 3 over 4x minus 7 over 4. Our slope is negative 3 over 4, and our y-intercept is negative 7 over 4.